Diego Maradona, 1960, is one of the biggest footballers of all time. A genius on the pitch with an unrivaled potential to pass, shoot, dribble and flow previous defenders. Maradona led Argentina to World Cup success and Napoli to its first Italian title. A maverick genius, Maradona's struggles with drug dependency marred his career. However, for all his flaws, he is broadly revered for giving the sport some of its most memorable moments. Early life. Diego Armando Maradona used to be born on the 30th of October 1960 on the outskirts of Buenos Aires, Argentina. He grew up in relative poverty. However, his soccer brain was once quickly seen and he made speedy development via the junior ranks. When he went to trials at Argentinos Juniors, the formative years coach, Francisco Cornejo, who first noticed Maradona couldn't trust he used to be solely 8 years old, as he was once enjoying with the potential of an adult. Maradona's nutmeg. Maradona was once a precocious brain, and when he used to be nevertheless solely 15 years old, he grew to be the youngest participant in the records of the Argentinian League, making his expert debut for Argentinos Juniors. On his debut game, Maradona introduced his special brain by performing a best nutmeg, passing via his legs, of defender Juan Domingo Cabrera. Maradona says of that memorable first day, "That day I felt I had held the sky in my hands." After 5 years at Argentinos Juniors, Maradona was once the most sought-after participant in Argentina. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share and subscribe. Like it. Aged solely 20, he used to be transferred to his childhood dream club, Boca Juniors, for a file $4 million. In his first season at Boca Juniors, he guided them to a league title. World file switch charge to Barcelona in 1982. After the World C Cup in Spain, Maradona set a world file switch rate and was once signed via Barcelona for $7.6 million. £5 million. At Barcelona, Maradona scored 38 desires in 58 video games and in 1983, helped Barcelona to win the Copa del Rey and Spanish Super Cup. However, it used to be a turbulent period. Heavily marked by means of defenders, he suffered a damaged ankle which induced him to be sidelined via injury. In one memorable second in June 1983, Maradona scored an intention of breathtaking satisfactory in the Clásico Derby Barcelona vs Real Madrid. His footballing feats applauded all through the stadium, a very uncommon case of Madrid followers applauding a participant in a Barcelona shirt. Maradona's time at Barcelona completed in unlucky circumstances. During the 1984 Copa del Rey Ultimate towards Athletic Bilbao performed in the front of 100,000 spectators, Maradona grew to become enraged at hard tackles and racist abuse from the crowd. At the quit of the game, having misplaced 1-0, Maradona confronted off an opposition participant and, after in addition taunting, head-butted Miguel Solá, beginning off a mass brawl involving all players. It was once one of the most infamous brawls in Spanish football, with 60 humans injured and Maradona at the center. It used to be Maradona's final sport at Barcelona, and to mutual relief, he used to be transferred to Italian aspect Napoli. Success at Napoli. The signing of Maradona to Napoli created a sensation in the southern Italian city. Italian soccer was once dominated with the aid of richer golf equipment in the north. The arrival of the world's biggest participant used to be greeted with unbridled enthusiasm. The switch set every other world file of $10.48 million, £6.9 million, a neighborhood newspaper stated at the time. Despite lack of mayor, houses, schools, buses, employment and sanitation, none of this things due to the fact we have Maradona. This proved to be Maradona's most profitable membership career, the place he reached the pinnacle of his sport and grew into the position of captain, performing as a talismanic participant who ought to carry the complete side. In his second season 1986-87, Maradona led Napoli to their first ever Serie A title. It used to be an authentic shock to the Italian game, that the grip of Milan and Juventus on Italian soccer used to be broken. Maradona was once feted as a hero and the celebrations became the total town into a carnival-like surroundings for a week. The league victory used to be now not a one-off. Napoli grew to be a dominant pressure in Italian football, ending runners-up twice, winners once more in 1990 and additionally triumphing the Coppa Italia 1989 and UEFA Cup 1989. Maradona grew to be the main all-time goalscorer for Napoli with 115 goals. Maradona was once a whole lot extra than a goalscorer. He performed the position of attacking midfielder and set up many dreams himself. More than that, his presence on the pitch was once talismanic. No matter being closely man-marked, he may want to create havoc via his dribbling ability. The repute and adulation Maradona obtained have been now not barring costs. The emotional nature of Maradona made his behavior off the pitch extra problematic. He started out taking cocaine round the mid-1980s and he quickly grew to become addicted main to lacking education and even games. There had been additionally allegations about his involvement with the Napoli Mafia and having an illegitimate son. In 1992, he failed to take a look at for cocaine and served a 15-month ban. It was once an unlucky quit to a glittering membership career. However, no matter leaving underneath a cloud, Napoli retired the wide variety 10 shirt in awareness of his contribution. After leaving Napoli, he spent a 12 months at Sevilla in Spain, earlier than returning to Argentina to play for Newell's Old Boys and Boca Juniors. His ultimate years have been regularly stop-start affairs, with Maradona properly beneath his former peak. He retired after the 1997-98 seasons with a profession complete of 681 video games and 344 goals. International career Maradona's global profession spanned 4 World Cups, 1 Childhood World Cup and 91 appearances. The place he scored 34 goals. He burst onto the worldwide scene at the 1979 FIFA World Early Life Tournament. The place Maradona was once the tournament's standout participant as he led Argentina to the title. His first World Cup in 1982 used to be something of a disappointment. Argentina have been knocked out in the 2D spherical and he used to be dispatched off all through their 3-0 defeat to Brazil. Maradona and the 1986 World Cup Maradona earlier than his purpose towards England. 1986 World Cup QF. Without any doubt, Maradona was once the dominant character and best participant of the 1986 World Cup held in Mexico. He scored the biggest purpose in any World Cup closing and led Argentina to turn out to be champions towards West Germany. At the identical time, his genius used to be shadowed with controversy for his overall performance in opposition to England. The quarterfinal between England and Argentina had been already annoying, after the latest records of the Falklands War. With the sport at 0-0, Maradona scored, however regarded to use his hand. In the breakup 2D it happened, the referee did now not be aware and the purpose stood. Maradona seemed to go his head as if he was once heading the ball, when absolutely he used his hand. When later quizzed about the incident, Maradona introduced gasoline to the controversy by way of pronouncing the aim used to be scored with, a little with the head of Maradona and a little with The hand of God, Maradona. His hand of God grew to become one of the most well-known and infamous feats in soccer, and summoned up Maradona's as a substitute cheeky mindset to attempting to get away with triumphing and no actual faith in sportsmanship. However, simply a few minutes after this controversial goal, Maradona picked up the ball in his personal one-half and started out a mazy run of 60 meters, gliding previous 5 English gamers earlier than slipping the ball in the lower back of the net. It has been described as pure poetry and the most terrific aim of any World Cup, if no longer all time. It was once Maradona's profession in a nutshell, controversy and genius very shut together. In the semi-final, Maradona once more scored a magnificent aim in opposition to Belgium, placing up a World Cup closing towards West Germany. Despite heavy marking, Maradona was once instrumental in Maine, Argentina to a 3-2 victory. Maradona was once participant of the event, Silver Shoe Award, plus Golden Boat. Most goals, 1990 World Cup. Despite Maradona failing to attain the equal heights as the preceding World Cup, he led Argentina to some other World Cup, remaining the place they misplaced 1-0 to West Germany. In the quarter-finals, Argentina met Italy in his adopted domestic city of Napoli. Italians' followers' backyard Napoli ridiculed the adulation Maradona obtained. Some Maradona invited Napoli followers to aid Argentina instead, however. This used to be viewed disrespectful, and it made his return to Napoli the subsequent year greater. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share and subscribe. Like it. Difficult. 1994 World Cup. Maradona arrived at the US World Cup, with all eyes on him, no matter him being overweight, with little signs and symptoms of the structure that he as soon as had. Maradona struggled with weight obtained for the duration of his career, however via 1994, it was once turning into greater visible. Maradona's 1994 World Cup was once an ignominious quit to Maradona's global career. In the crew round, he scored towards Greece, and celebrated with a run to the digicam and screaming into the digicam. His eyes had been visually bulging and he regarded very aggressive. Shortly after that, he failed a capsules take a look at for the stimulant ephedrine. He used to be unceremoniously kicked out of the tournament. Maradona claimed each that he had sanctioned to use the drug earlier than the event to useful resource weight loss, and additionally that he unknowingly ingested the drug from a sports activities drink. In 2001, he played in his ultimate testimonial game, a shadow of his former athletic self. He nonetheless obtained the adulation of the crowd. Speaking to the crowd, Maradona said, "Soccer is the world's most stunning game, and nothing he'd performed must be held towards the recreation itself. I made mistakes, and I paid for them, however the ball is by no means stained." 1. Maradona taking part in style. Maradona versus Belgium. At the height of his game, Maradona was once unrivaled in dribbling, swerving, passing and shooting. At 5 inches 6 feet he had a low center of gravity and was once in a position to keep away from challenges and pass by previous gamers in a way very few different gamers got here shut to. For most of his career, he was once the most charismatic participant in the game, and he shouldered the burden of captaincy through taking stress from his teammates. Less nicely regarded is his superb tactical understanding and appreciation of the game. As captain of Argentina, he led them to extraordinary success. Section of the motive was once his footballing genius, however additionally the belief he gave different players. On many occasions, Maradona was once capable to work literal miracles and flip video games round like no other. Personality: I am Maradona, who makes goals, who makes mistakes. I can take it all. I have shoulders huge adequate to combat with everybody. Maradona throughout his life, he loved a recognition for his rebellious mindset and scorn of authority. It developed from the slums of Buenos Aires, the place the time period, viveza criolla, native cunning and capability to trick these in electricity was once viewed as a wonderful quality. On the field, this manifested in incidents such as the hand of God, the place he obtained away with scoring with his hand. In 1990, he additionally used his hand to give up a purpose on his aim line in opposition to the Soviet Union. Awards. In 2000, he received the FIFA Player of the Century award. In an web vote casting system, Maradona won 54% of the vote to second location Pelé on 18%. FIFA felt this weighted to an awful lot to current players, so determined to supply a joint award. Possibly due to the fact Pelé was once considered as football's golden boy in contrast to Maradona's lengthy records of drug use and run-in with authorities. Post-retirement. Since retirement, Maradona has labored on a range of projects. He was once for a time the host of a Speak exhibit, the place he interviewed many well-known people, such as Fidel Castro, Pelé, Ronaldo and Zinedine Zidane. He has additionally taken quite a few administration jobs in Argentina leagues and Dubai. In 2008, he took the job of managing Argentina countrywide side. He led them to the quarterfinals of the 2010 World Cup finals. However, it used to be a controversial time with FIFA giving him a ban for swearing at journalists. He is a tremendous admirer of Lionel Messi. Religious views. Maradona used to be born into a Roman Catholic family. He has expressed a trust that God is accountable for his playing, pronouncing once, "God makes me play well. That is why I continually make the signal of the pass when I stroll out onto the field. I experience I would be betraying him if I didn't." However, at some point of his turbulent years, he drifted away from the church and stopped attending Mass. He has stated that Pope Francis has performed an excellent job in encouraging him to rejoin the Catholic faith. He admires Francis' philosophy of sharing with the poor. He is doing a splendid job. Additionally, enter the Vatican, which pleases all Catholics. I had distanced myself from the church for many reasons. Pope Francis made me come back. 1. He additionally expressed admiration for Argentinian Pope Francis and his philosophy of sharing with the poor. He said, "We have to all imitate Pope Francis. If every one of us offers something to any person else, no one in the world would be starving." Personal life. He married Claudia Villafañe on the 7th of November 1984. They had 2 daughters. They divorced in 2003. In 2005, he had a belly stapling operation which helped manage his weight gain. He additionally managed to overcome his cocaine addiction, which he started out in the mid-1980s. Speaking in 2012, he spoke of his thanks for watching. Like, comment, share and subscribe. Like it.